So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Two tribes going toe-to-toe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ljungberg gets his pass away. Oh, well played. And that has been clubbed away. Changes him with that pass. That's a little off target. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Quality ball.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Cruyff. So, what can they make of this? Rummenigge.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Now it's Eto'o. Could be danger here. Rummenigge! Oh, that was no routine save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Milan with the corner. They're first. Costa Curta, he's going for goal! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ribery. Ah, it's a sweet ball, that. Look at the... Oh, shooting chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Eto'o. Hernes. He's found a way through. Oh, sweet feet. Hernes! And the finish!
There will be 1 minute added time.
He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And that has been cleared. And we hit half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Inter Milan head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So neither side has yet broken through. Oh, what has happened here? And one more try! And again! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's Alonso! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Always play. He's got the shot away! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
So their fourth corner of the game. And now they can clear their lines. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now.
The
And he
attendance
cuts
for
out
this
the
match
supply.
was 80,607.
So we've reached the hour mark. Maldini getting this one clear. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He's looking to set free a runner. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Rummenigge. Oh, great real chance! It's a goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Busquets gets across to intercept that. And that's another good win of the ball. Looks a good ball through. Busquets. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Chiellini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pass is just off target. And he can clear it away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Added time.
So that's it. It is all over. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Hello, everybody.
So there it is. What struck you most about that? Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Hello,
As you can see,
everybody,
we are
and
all
welcome to
set.
today's match.
The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And already we're underway here. Mbappe, shot a goal! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And now they can clear their lines. Yeah, the ball's gone astray. Oh, great ball! Adams can get it clear. In with the challenge. Now, what about a counter-attack? Threads one in. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Inzaghi. And he's running through. It's Inzaghi! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that has been Van der Vaart! Corner number 2 then. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he was alert to it. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. And he was quick to react. Ljungberg. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Camavinga. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Baggio. This is promising. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Mbappe. Ribery. Ljungberg.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Climbs up big! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. There's the whistle for half-time. Inter Milan head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. So your views on the first half?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
Coming on the field.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Nielsen. That looks a good ball through. Bastoni. Italy upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Roberto Baggio! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution for Italy. Number 8.
Corner number
Conte.
3 coming up.
Number 21. Mbappe.
And a header!
Coming on the field.
And again!
Chouameni. Number
And another
15.
try! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last
The
thing he
attendance
wanted
for
to
this
happen.
match was
I really sympathise.
71,898.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference. Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It's Inzaghi! They've scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
And he's done it again. He's got his
Substitution for
second.
Italy. Number 7. Baggio.
Italy making
Number
another
22.
change here. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Coming on
Well,
the
it'll be
field.
interesting to see
Number
what system they'll be
18.
playing with now, Peter.
Griezmann. Number
Quite a thriller this
29.
one's become.
Barcola.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances.
Torres! Decent enough try. Oh, they can break here. No, no way through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Griezmann is sporting a guilty look after that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its...
Great chance! Adams gets over and intercepts. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's well spotted. Chouameni. Barcola.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Added minutes has been indicated.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, super ball! Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the referee brings it to a close. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Filippo Inzaghi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. The action has already started. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. And he thumps it clear. That pass has been well intercepted. Taken back almost at once. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Keane. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Cole. Neuer deals with it effortlessly. Ljungberg. And that has been clubbed away. That could spell trouble. He's one goal! And Keane! Goal! Atalanta! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Danielson going face-to-face with his great rival. Keane. He's got away. Short changes him with that pass. McAllister. Keane. Ribery couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Keane! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Roberto Carlos clears. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. Big chance, must be! Good read, needed to be. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Inter certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
He won't be happy with that one. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's gone loose. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Tries a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Atalanta were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Nicely weighted ball. He's shifting through the gap. There's the hit! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass.
Goal! significant reaction.
Cole is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. He's got two. Goal! Atalanta! Into the lead once more. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This match was 80,607.
And he's managed to get rid. Alexander-Arnold.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's gone looking for safety.
Danielson really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, that's well spotted. Cole. And he's had it nicked away. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Mbappe. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ribery. Aim forwards. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Torreira gets it away. 5 minutes left on the clock. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Real chance! He has done it! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
Substitutions taking place.
Atalanta can now introduce the first of their substitutes. All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination could achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
That is good alertness. Fiddles it through. And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Rummenigge. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role because I think he has that creative edge, he has that craft, and that's where he should be used to greatest effect.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. And it's Belletti. Busquets.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And here's Mbappe. Bastoni gets rid without sophistication. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pass is just off target, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Camavinga. Rummenigge. Rudiger cuts it out. Played out to the left flank. Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that. Rummenigge.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Mbappe. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alexander-Arnold.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bastoni deals with that comfortably. And he's gone looking for safety. Nice sequence of passes, this. Nice, ended up in no man's land. And it's Ribéry. Chance to finish. Oh! Fantastic! About as smooth as it gets. And Inter go in front. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. So the first big chance! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0
There will be 1
up.
minute at a
Well,
time.
that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Inter just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
Please turn your
Inter
attention
Milan
to the screen
sitting
for
pretty here at
information
half-time,
provided by the
2-0
local
up.
police.
And the action is back on the way. Messi to McAllister. Rummenigge. Busquets. Ribéry. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Busquets. Mbappe. Interesting ball. And he's picked out the run. He's found the way through. Cantona. And that has put paid to that. And here's Mbappe.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Inter Milan are 2 up early in the second half. And he's been shifted off it. Well, nicely intercepted. Camavinga is the name on everyone's lips just now. Rummenigge.
The attendance for this match was 60,000.
Rummenigge. Oh, he's been caught napping. Rummenigge! He's got a goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Rummenigge really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. And now the breakaway. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Hernandez gets into some space. He's got the shot away! This time, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Hernandez. And a header! They've scored! And this is getting better and better. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his...
And the shot! He scores! He just absolutely speared that in.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Good read, needed to be. That's going to go a long way. Hernandez. McAllister. Rummenigge. Pedri. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. McAllister. Alexander-Arnold. Ribery. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
And he's managed to gift it back. And it's Ribery.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That has been knocked clear. He's had a shot! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Ljungberg taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And already we're underway here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And a shot! Goal! Inter! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Arsenal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Ljungberg. Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Danielson. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Ribéry. Mbappe has created one goal already. Oh, that's ambitious. Ribéry. Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here...
Mbappe! A real chance and a real let-off.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Spread neatly.
That's good defensive concentration.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rummenigge. Belletti. Oh, played right into his path. Hernandez. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cantona. Time and again they are repelled. Cantona unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ljungberg. He might be in here.
That's good play from him.
Shot a goal! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that. That's alert and sharp and very well played. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he gets rid in a hurry. And we hit half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Inter clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Inter Milan lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 11, Cantona. Coming on
And
to
the action
replace him
is back on the way.
Number 6,
Inter Milan carrying a 1-goal lead. And that's another good win of the ball. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, the contact was as crisp as it comes. The direction was the issue.
Rummenigge. Ribery. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge. And he's straight offside. And that is a little undercooked. That looks a good ball through. He's found a way through. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's found a way through. Busquets. Danielson.
The
Oh, it's a
attendance for this
promising
match
build-up,
was
this. Plenty of really nice
61,052.
passing. Danielson proves just a little bit too strong. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And here's Mbappe. And he's being shifted off it. This might spell danger. Pedri.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Fletcher spots it and intercepts. And here's Messi. Cole. And the pass is intercepted. Belletti.
Arsenal are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help.
Hits one! It's in! 2 up and threatening to pull clear! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Arsenal can breathe again, just. He's having a hit! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Oh, well played. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Danielson takes... He's having a go! Could be danger here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. Pinches it off him. And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge.
Variety is the spice of football in life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that is as far as it goes. Inter Milan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. So we're up and running. Nielsen. Tchouameni makes the interception. He could be in here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Short changes him with that pass. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. That is lovely. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's had it nicked away.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
He does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. Some really good... Nielsen! Adams clears. Oh, super find. Big chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. He's found a way through. Now the finish! Now, and it's come back out to him. Oh, he's really drilled it.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
Adams pinged towards the front line. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ljungberg. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Can he finish? And he comes up trumps again.
Ljungberg clearly thought he'd done enough. The save was like a bolt from the blue.
He won't be happy with that one. Danielson. Mbappe. Beckham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's well spotted. Beckham. Mbappe! It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Ljungberg. Rummenigge. Back into the middle. Rummenigge! Oh, split-second reaction.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Big header! There it is!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Has a goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. This possibly the last play of the half.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the half-time whistle goes. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Bastoni. Ljungberg. Beckham. Cantona. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, great chance! He's had a hit! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front player... Rummenigge! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ribery. Ljungberg. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, now here's it. And Ribery! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This is their second corner of the game. Adams with the clearance. It's skewed away. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Oh, there's a probing ball. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now he's off and running. Oh, played right into his path. Ljungberg. He's shifting through the gears here. Bastoni getting this one clear. Adams does well to get it back.
Inter merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. A good ball, and this looks promising. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Knocks it out wide. Cantona! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 21, Alessandro Bastoni.
The message is simple,
Number
defend
24,
this with your lives.
Fletcher. Number 17, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 11,
McAllister plays it short.
Cantona. Number 19, Messi.
Oh, what a...
Number
There's the
23,
shot! Yes! He's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that is as far as it goes. Inter Milan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello, everybody,
Without a
and
doubt, it is the
welcome to
week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And he was alert to it. And they can counter here. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Played into space out wide. And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe! Neuer can claim that. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive...
Ribery!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Kimmich has a look up and drives it forward. And he skips past his man. Nice interception, well timed. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, perfectly measured that. No goals as yet. Looking for options for movement. Dembele. He is through here. Dembele. Header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Kimmich. Pedri. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. Big chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Busquets picks it up from the goal kick. He has found the way through. Oh, great ball! Mbappe. Cristiano Ronaldo. Maldini, a true great in every sense of the word. Mbappe. Mbappe goes hurtling down that left-hand side. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And we've reached half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well played. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Busquets, no way through. Back into the middle. De Ligt calmly anticipates. White. And here's Haaland. Busquets.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
The attendance for this match was
60 minutes played.
72,306.
And here's Haaland. And he's whipped it across. It's Dembele! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. White plays it short. There's the hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Pedri. Danielson providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Short changes him with that pass. And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. That has not gone well. Vinicius Junior. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
I think the opposition defence agree too. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Gnabry is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Still goalless at the moment. Thuram. Oh, he's bustling through here. That's a little off target. Now it's Kane. Oh, he's burst through. It's Kane! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Yep, it's a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That has been knocked clear. And smartly reclaimed. Where? Gnabry with... He gets big! He will be livid with himself. And here's Ribery. Ljungberg. There's the hit! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Kane. Kane! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Thuram. And there's the end of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Inter Milan head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, one each, and the game right on edge. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. changes made by neither side, from what we understand. Ribery, who's set up one goal so far. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Tries to dink it through.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Was 80,953.
Bruno Fernandes getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he's there to retrieve it. Ribery. Ljungberg. Byrne makes the interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Real chance! Kamavinga, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Fernandes showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's been cut out, well played. It's a sweet ball, that. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival.
Substitution.
And it's Ribery. Some really good ball movement. Oh, he's been caught! Shot at goal! Goal! Inter! And they've got their lead back. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Played back in. Can he finish? So close to drawing level.
Alvarez couldn't quite put that away, but there's plenty of positives in how they've responded.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kane looks to get on the end of this. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's run loose here. Guardiola. That'll be a throw-in.
There will be 3
I think we're
minutes
about
at
to
a
see
time.
a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Alvarez! That was a matter of inches.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was going in.
That looks a good ball through. He's had a hit! No mistake! And with that goal comes comfort. So that's it. It is all over. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Ljungberg picking up. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Bastoni deals with that comfortably. Played out towards the right wing. And that is a little undercooked. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I mean, being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass, 40, 50, 60 yards.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Tries to get it clear. Camavinga.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither...
Oh, what has happened here? Mateus. Colomboani. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Has a goal! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he was alert to it. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adams gets across to intercept that. Mateus powering forward here. Mackay. And he's there to belt it away. Mbappe! Can he put it away? There's a goal! AC Milan are all square. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
There's the whistle for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. Well, it's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. No changes at the interval from either side. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Bastoni. And he's managed to get free. He's Colomboani! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
The attendance for this match was 80,607.
That is a great kick out. That is good alertness. Mateus for Fabinho. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Brilliantly cut out. Bastoni gets rid without sophistication. Mateus. Camavinga couldn't squeeze it through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ribery. Now that's well seen too. Mateus. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mackay. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's picked his way through. Short changes him with that pass. Adams cuts out the pass. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. And it's Ribery. He's in plenty of space here. Goes in for the header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Colomwani seems absolutely shocked and annoyed. Did all the hard work and failed to make it count. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And time is up. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Nielsen voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I think all things considered.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hernandez.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
He's got the shot away! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Inter Milan have it back and can go again. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get rid. And that's definitely not his best. Rummenigge. Oh, nice touch. Rummenigge going full steam ahead down the left flank. And the keeper beats it away. No goals as yet. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. To Nielsen. Lovely bit of skill. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, look at this. Karamwani!
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been...
And one more try! Goal! Inter! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
Inter Milan have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Beckenbauer.
Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe, spread it left. Oh, that's a fine interception. Busquets.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, he's onto this. Ljungberg. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we hit half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. How would you review the first half?
Inter deserve to be ahead and probably should be in front by more, considering the amount of chances they've managed. Everything points to more of the same second half and a good solid win.
Inter Milan leading 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Inter definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Ljungberg. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Guardiola.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
There's the hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Adams attempts a clearance. Nailed the finish! Just not quite happening for him just now.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
80,113.
Koulibaly looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looks for the finish. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Messi with the short one. He's tried one! He's got to be quick to recover this.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game.
And Messi! It's there! Do not write them off! Back they come! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And he's quick to snatch it back.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should.
He's had a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Substitution for Inter, number 11.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Koulibaly.
Barcelona take the lead.
Coming on the field.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Cristiano Ronaldo into the last 5 minutes. And here's Mbappe. Camavinga wins the duel this time. Ljungberg. Alexander-Arnold. Threads one in. And he's in on goal. Hits one! He scored! They have stolen level at the last!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
And that is that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Inter certainly
Hello,
had
everybody,
some
and
good
this
moments,
is a quick
Peter.
reminder
There were
to
plenty of...
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Kawasaki Frontal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Ljungberg. Pass is just off target. Tries to get it clear.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There's been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
He's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Mbappe really was well marshalled.
And Torres! And that is high.
Kawasaki Frontal were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Gullit has it in a wide position. No, he's not getting any further than that. Hernandez goes on a run down the left wing. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Kawasaki Frontal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ribery. Has a look and place it forward. Could try cutting inside here. In by Ljungberg. Costa Curta can get it clear. He's a sharp little ball here. Right, Shevchenko. He's got a decent hit! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That's a decent clearance. Busquets. And now they can spring out of defence. Busquets, played out to the right. Ljungberg. Now that looks a decent ball. Nicely weighted ball. Ribéry. And we've reached half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's managed to gift it back. Ribéry. Mbappe. Some really good ball movement. Ljungberg. There's the shot! It's fallen kindly here. Oh, taken with style. The breakthrough arrives at last. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
He's found a way through. Heads it! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's got away with one there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Shevchenko. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, he's burst through. Mbappe! It's in! 2 up, and threatening to pull clear. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Williams Saliba.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pull it.
Number 7, Kubo. Number 4.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Danielson going full steam ahead down the left flank. And here's Ribéry, played back.
And that's good pressure, it gave him no other choice.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He can get that clear. And smartly reclaimed. He's gone forward, and Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Van Dijk. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He is through here. And that is that. Inter Milan are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Can he finish? Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Messi! Bellingham! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's shifting. Chance! One has a go! They've scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
David Villa.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a go. Oh, belter! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have got ourselves a game here. He's got the shot away! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Moved on forwards. 30 minutes gone. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the runner. Chouameni. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's away!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
David Villa, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the pass is intercepted. Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's burst through. Great chance! It's in! 2 to the good. They have breathing space.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
There will be 3 minutes
Inter Milan
added time.
take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And it's Sneijder. Busquets. There's the whistle for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Inter Milan are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, this looks sharp. And that's a throw-in. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he welcomes it in. He's got away. Colomwani was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's
The
fruitless.
attendance for this match was 80,607.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Camavinga. Sneijder. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Sneijder. David Villa looking understandably, and Messi! And he hits the net!
Goal! After
The manager can make a
70
change
minutes,
for the first time in the game here. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Substitution.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Marquinhos. Ruben Dias. Forwards and with intent. And here's Nunez. Oh, and he's through the middle.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Schneider with the cross. Hits one! Should have equalised.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
And we have our very first corner. Ribery gets it away. Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Keeper's ball. I think we're just about done here. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Nunez.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Busquets. Well seen. Saw that coming. And here's Nunez. David Villa. Has a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the referee brings it to a close. Inter Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Colomboani claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think that early goal, Pete.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Well, if you did just miss it, we are... Tries a shot! In he goes again! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Figo. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good ball. Musiala! Sticks it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Bellingham. Rodri. Griezmann. He's cut it out. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. That looks a good ball through. Now there's a... Now the finish! Goal! Inter! And they've got their lead back. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He can run onto that. Now, can he put it away? He scored! Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
There will be 3
They're not going to make any further progress now. Bellingham! Ribery. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. And here's Figo. Spread neatly. And we've reached half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Inter Milan head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And the game has already resumed here. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Musiala. And he welcomes it in. That is a brilliant interception. And that was very necessary. And the ball's a good one here. Neuer gets rid without sophistication. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Camavinga. Busquets. And he was quick to react. Now it's Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Big chance, must be! Big chance! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is extended still further.
80,953.
How's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Inter Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Belletti. And it's Griezmann. Ribery.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, well played. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Into the last quarter of an hour. And here's Mbappe. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Busquets. Costa Curta makes the interception. And here's Mbappe. Camavinga. Mbappe. Bastoni cuts out the pass. Now it's Mbappe. He's can he finish? Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's being shifted off it. Bellingham. And no, that was never going to make it.
1 minute added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time, and he cuts out the supply. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And that's his Neymar! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Adams gets across to intercept that. That's really nicely played. Now that's well seen too. And here's Torres. It's Neymar! Just off target. Inter Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ljungberg. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Adams spots it and intercepts. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Stoichkov. Busquets. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well,
Tries a shot! Same again, same outcome.
this is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Adams can get it clear. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. And there's green grass ahead of him. Beckenbauer gets good distance on it. Nicked it back promptly. Vinicius Junior. He won't be happy with that one. Gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Oh, no joy this time. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Busquets, spread it left. Adams. And claimed it back swiftly. He's gone for goal. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the half-time whistle goes. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Camavinga. Oh, played right into his path. Mbappe! And it's a goal!
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Inter Milan have broken through. It's 1-0. It's one! Koundé with the clearance. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Quality ball.
The attendance for this
Your
match
impression so
was
far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural
80,314.
instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Now it's Stoichkov.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, he's been caught napping.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution.
Madrid choosing to make the first change. Oh, well played. He can get that clear. And it's Ribéry. Ribéry. Now it's Mbappe.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Hernandez. That's a decent clearance.
Inter certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Look, movement creates more options.
Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. No messing about, just it's Griezmann! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. The message is simple, defend this with your lives. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
With the father of a boy in a yellow